Tarot. I hope you guys are doing well. I am shuffling for the overall energy. Thank you. This is a live reading for this coming week. I am pulling the energies for this week live. This week coming forward. This is timeless. So, right now we're in the first week of September, but anytime you're called to watch this is when you're called to watch it. So, yeah, let it resonate however you'd like. It's all signs, so all collective, all zodiac signs. So you can share this if it doesn't resonate with you and you feel like it might resonate with somebody else. Feel free to share it. Um, yeah, so let's get started. First, we have Imagine. Okay, so I feel like is going to talk today a lot about visualizing, um, sitting in meditation, visualizing your dreams, that imagine them being already in your life, being part of your life, like they're already here. That's the best way to manifest anything is to visualize like it's already here. That spirit has already delivered it to you. And so imagine is the first card. So imagine here, imagine the changes coming forth. Imagine you being where you want to be in life, and that's the best way to manifest. Really, it's the best way to bring things into fruition is to visualize them into fruition, and also talk them into fruition. Never stop letting the universe know that this is what you want, this is what you need, and you're not afraid to work for it. You're not afraid to put in the energy to get it. All right, and then we have Unfinished Symphony. So it looks like there's something that you need closure on. Something that might have ended prematurely. Something that might have hurt a lot that you had to walk away from suddenly. And for some of you, this might actually be like maybe you started a creative project and you got halfway through it and ran out of inspiration for it or just didn't have a desire to do it anymore. Maybe you want to touch back on that and see if you are inspired by by the project anymore. Maybe you need to tie that up. Maybe spirit's asking you to reach down into your creative endeavors and do that for yourself so you can finish that project. Yeah, it's funny. Like she has like it's this little clown sitting there and she's got like this violin. Oh, so I just got maybe because spirit just told me to look at this violin. So you know how like they say the world's tiniest violin, like people who complain, oh, here's the world's tiniest violin. Um, you know, when people complain too much, and um, maybe that has something to do with your life. Like maybe we've been complaining too much and haven't been doing what we have to do to correct it. Because if you complain and don't do anything to counteract that complaint, then it's just still going to bother you. So I feel like maybe this is, spirits telling us to stop complaining and do something about it. Um, Others, it's getting closure to a situation that might have stopped abruptly. But if getting closure is going to hurt you in any way or trigger you in a negative aspect, then don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I am telling you that from spirit. Okay, if it's something in your life that's going to make you feel a certain kind of way and it's going to trigger you, then it's not worth reopening um anything if you're going to feel um triggered in a negative way. So that's for those of you who can deal with sealing up the past or closing up. It might just be a matter of saying, you know what, higher power, take this from me. I'm done with it. I'm putting it in your hands now. And just let karma take its place. Let karma just start to act, because it's just not worth it sometimes to get closure on our end. It's not worth it to reach out to people or to put ourselves in emotional danger. It's sometimes better just to hand it over to our higher power and say, you know what? It's too big for me to handle. It's too big. I've been hurt too much. And let karma take its place and do its job. All right, so Spirit, what do we need to hear for this week coming forward for our greatest good and overall messages does the collective need to know? And like I said, this is a timeless reading for all signs. If you're just tuning in, so timeless reading, take what resonates and leave what doesn't, or you can pass it along to, if you feel like it might resonate with somebody else, please feel free to share. It might heal your person. It would help my channel grow and get my healing messages out there. So that's always appreciated. So thank you. All right, Spirit, what do we have for our collective for this week? I have a couple more to get started. Thank you. One more. Hello, how are you, Dex? Hope you are well. Okay, so I still have you stuck in that cycle that we were talking about last week. So, have you made changes on that? Have there been any advancements? I do see that you might have seen things from some different perspectives, maybe opened your eyes, your heart, and your mind to different scenarios or different mindset. So, but I don't know if any action was taken to move forward in, yeah, new moons tonight. That's all right. Um, so yeah, you're still stuck in a cycle. Like I feel like you opened your minds, or you want to open your mind, or you're going in that direction, but you're still stuck in a cycle. But I do see here the first card that came out was the Three of Cups. So is it you were celebrating? Maybe you were. I mean, this weekend was a holiday in the United States, so um, holiday weekend. So maybe you were together with family and friends. Um, Celebrating that holiday, Labor Day here in the United States. I can barely read. For some reason, my screen is very blurry, and I think it's because I dropped my water bottle, like the steel water bottle, on top of it, and it made things wonky. But I'm gonna try actually, yes, over the weekend. Oh, you had a yucky energy. Oh no. But yeah, so maybe you were surrounded by friends who were I feel like most of you were in a happy place is what I'm getting from this energy that I'm getting from this card. Um, but I do see the next two cards came out at the same time, and it's like this energy of being stuck still, going into this weekend with or this week with the same energy. Like, are you feeling stuck, like maybe in a job or in some kind of relationship, or you don't look forward to going and dealing with a relationship, maybe with a coworker? I feel like you're finding your people here. Like, this is a card of, when it's in the upright, it's feeling left out, but when it's in the reverse, it is, yeah, that's important. Like, when you're in a crummy job, you're there for most of the day, and it's like you honestly, it is a life suck. Like, you come home and you don't want to. Uh-oh, I lost you guys. Ah! Oh no, what did I do? Okay, hold on. Can you still see me? Okay, can you still see me? I'm sorry. I'm still new to this. um, but it's so important. Like, in the last couple months, I I was let go from a job and then restarted at a new actually an old employer, and I'm so much happier. Like, it really does make a difference. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No, what the heck happened there for a second? It's like everything went. I think I pushed something I wasn't supposed to push. I'm no good at this, but I'll get there. I'll get there. I'm so sorry. I'm having so much trouble reading this. I swear it's because I dropped that. I'll have to figure it out. Yikes. I hope it's not. I dropped, like I said, I had my laptop on the floor and I dropped my water bottle that was on the couch. It rolled right off onto my laptop. And now I'm seeing everything fuzzy. I can see the picture of me just fine, but I can't see the the words are very blurry. But we'll make do, I promise. All right, so like I said, I feel like you're finding your people now, or you're going to find your people. So if there's like an indication of you not loving what you're doing, or you aren't getting along with people you work with, then spirit is going to put into your life the right people who are on your frequency. And obviously, when you work in an office full of people, if that's what you do, then you can't always, it's always going to be a mixture of frequencies, a mixture of people. But I always look at them as a test. Oh, oh, you're making a move? What is this move? Is it for a job, or are you moving, like actually moving? Okay, Spirit, what else do they need to know for their greatest good? Oh, I just saw something turn over. Nope, I guess that was wishful thinking. Yes, September is a positive month. I love the energy. I love the Virgo energy. Maybe because I'm a Virgo, but I always feel like, um, it's a newness. Like, I always was the type of person who loved going back to school, and I loved the new, school supplies and stuff like that, because of, like, I was always so detailed and kept everything the way it was supposed to be, and I loved that. Look at this. For some of you, a new partnership is going to be starting this weekend. Maybe you're training somebody, or maybe you're an apprentice to somebody. Um, this could be, you might be taking somebody under your wing. For some of you, it's going to be a relationship. Um, I just heard the term date night, so maybe you'll be going to be taking some day this week. You might be going out with your significant other. Others are going to maybe meet somebody this week, or somebody is going to put on the table their feelings for you. But I really feel like this is more of like a partnership, like a tag team. Um, I feel like it's somebody like your team at work. I feel like somebody's training somebody, or you're getting somebody new, or maybe like I said, you're an apprentice and you're learning something through somebody, or maybe you have an apprentice or somebody that you're training and a new employee. Okay, Spirit, what else do we have for our collective? This is a timeless reading, by the way. So take what resonates and leave the rest. If it doesn't resonate with you and you find the messages might touch somebody else, please feel free to share. It's an all signs reading. King of Cups. Now, this is getting curious because we have this King of Cups energy for this week. So it's like, I almost feel like somebody's getting let down. Like, it's almost like I get this feeling of when you have to go home and tell your parents that you got a bad grade and you don't want to let them down, or you did something naughty and you have to go and tell your parents, and you know they're, I'm not mad at you, but I'm disappointed. Like that kind of energy, like a disappointment is what I feel from this King of Cups energy, like letting somebody down, or somebody being disappointed in the way we handle things, or the way we approach things, or the way something we said, or the tone that we said it in. So make sure you're being careful of how you address people this week, because I really do feel like somebody is, a divine masculine specifically, could be disappointed by the things that we're saying, the things that we are putting out there might be disappointing to people. Like this doesn't have to be a parent. This could be anybody that you have respect for, have enough respect for, that you give a shit that you're disappointing them, essentially. Because sometimes we disappoint people and we really don't care. We're like, you know what? I have to do what I have to do for my greatest good. But this is like, you're like, oh shit, I didn't want to let them down. So I feel like that is what's going on right now. Like you're feeling like, oh man, what did I do? Okay, so what else do we need to? What else does the collective need to know for their greatest good? Thank you. Oh, so well, we had the Five of Wands in reverse. So I feel like, okay, although you're letting somebody down, or your divine masculine down, or maybe that's you, maybe you let yourself down. By a lot of us can be hard on ourselves. A lot of us have this, our inside voices can be very harsh. So I'm feeling like maybe this could be us talking to ourselves, being having that not so nice tone with ourselves even. The Five of Wands just came out and said that there's is going, things are going to calm down. It's going to be less chaotic. Things are going to start to make sense. Oh no! I have to go get my plug. This is okay. I'm going to leave for a second, but I'm going to be right back. Oh my gosh. I got on live, so you can see what kind of airhead I actually. All right, plugging in. All right. Well, it didn't make the words clearer, but at least I'm back in business. Sorry about that, guys. Whew. But anywho, so yeah, so I feel like on one hand we're disappointing somebody, or maybe we're disappointing ourselves by our self-talk, or but things are going to grow calmer. Things are going to get. I feel like we're going to. It's like the light bulb's going to go off. Like if we were in chaos, or it's something we're going to get used to. Like I know a lot of us have kids going back to school. I know a lot of us, sports season has started. So I feel like it's so chaotic in the beginning of September that, you're getting used to it. You're getting used to driving here and there and, taking Sally here and Jeffrey here. But it gets calmer. It's like it's going to get calmer, and here's your confirmation that it is going to get calmer. Um September might be crazy, but I do feel like, your instincts kick back in, and remember what it was like last year, and then you get back in the flow. It's like muscle memory almost. Okay, so I have you sticking around. Okay, now in the upright, this is a card saying you're walking away from something to find what's calling you. But from whatever reason, you are ignoring that call and staying right where you are. Maybe it's not a good time for you. Like I said, school starting, maybe you have a family, maybe you have kids, and it's not a good time for you. So you've made the decision to stay where you are. Now, thank God energy's fluid, because you can change that. If you see this opportunity coming in and you're like, you know what, I remember Sarah saying, this opportunity was calling me and it was coming in, because this opportunity is going to come. You're just making the choice to not listen. So this opportunity is coming in for you. So you could still have that choice. You have free will to make the decision to go towards it. Energy is fluid. That's why I say I can't see the future. I can only read energy. I can't tell what you're going to do or how you're going to handle a situation. But I can see right now that there's something saying that it's coming in and you may not go after it. But you can always change that by going after it. So that opportunity that you hear is still coming around. That spirit is calling you for. Listen to your inner voice. What is your biggest what is your biggest calling? What is your calling? You might be getting something new this year. Maybe you discovered something over the summer that you really love doing. And here it is, an opportunity to take advantage of that. And maybe you're coming up with 1,000,001 excuses to not. So this might be an opportunity for you to be like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to call it an adventure. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, but at least I tried. But for others of you, it's going to be perfectly fine if you don't try it, because it might not be divine timing for you. Because whatever is for you isn't going to pass you. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, cool. Yeah, like I said, overwhelmed. Feeling a little overwhelmed. Some of you might have separation anxiety from your kids, is what I just heard. Some of you might be traveling, finally taking the opportunity to travel. Now that, summer's over, maybe it's not as busy, sightseeing is not as busy, and you're like, you know what, I'll wait till after the summer to book my adventure, because I don't really feel like dealing with kids or adults, or I'm taking this opportunity to go in September. So some of you might be traveling. I feel like some of you are separated from people. This might be the first time you're separated from your kids. Maybe they're going away to school. Maybe they've moved out, and they're your mini yous, hoping that um, you trained them correctly and gave them all of the beautiful insights of life so they can cope, so they can do life the way you should. Having an empty nest should be your goal. Yeah, it's sad, but it should be the goal of every parent to let your kids fly. Let them make the mistakes that they're going to make, but be there when, they come home. And it's an overwhelming thought. And I feel like that's where this 10 of wands comes into play. It's overwhelming. All of this stuff is overwhelming. We have these mini us's walking out there. Our hearts are literally walking outside of our bodies because we love them so much. And you know it's normal to have that separation anxiety and wonder what they're doing and how they're doing, and try not to call them 10 times a day to make sure they're doing okay. It's so funny that I use that college example because the Page of Wands is what I consider to be like a college, somebody who just graduated, that has so much desire to take advantage of life and move forward. There's no fear here. There is only opportunity, only passion, only desire. They're always down for anything. Um, and they are willing to be down with the excitement of starting something new. It might not be their favorite thing, but they're like, you know what? Why the hell not? Let's do it. So they're always down to have fun, and make fun out of things that aren't necessarily fun. They're creative, they're inspiring. They say the youth is wasted on the young, and I believe it's this card that they're talking about. But yeah, so I believe that this week you might be trying something new, trying something adventurous. Maybe somebody is put in your life. Maybe, like I said in the beginning, I said you might be training somebody. Oh, with this card, I got this energy of we might be training somebody or an apprentice. And I feel like this is the kind of energy, somebody who's willing to start something new, something exciting, is giving it their all. And I feel like that's going to be a really, really exciting energy for both of you this week, if that's your situation. Or if you're meeting somebody new or somebody young and they may ask you a question for guidance, or they want to learn something from you, or they want to take your advice on something because maybe you're a little bit more knowledgeable or older, seasoned, as I like to say, in life, then maybe you have somebody younger coming up to you asking you for advice on something, because you have that knowledge. um so that could be something that you are involved with this week. I feel like there's a lot of um people want to learn from you this week. I feel like that's the main um theme this week is wanting to learn from you. Somebody wants to see what it's all about. They see that you might have a little bit more knowledge, that you're comfortable in your own skin, and you have lived life, and that you know you have something to be taught. You have something of value to give people. And I feel like that's where this week is leading. All right, so I wanted to pull some cards from this deck, Messages of Love, for our collective. Now, these aren't only messages from, like, somebody that you're aching for or whatever, but this can be messages from, your partner or whatever, or just messages from spirit in general with reminders of how to love yourself. All right, Spirit, what does the collective need to know for their greatest good? Whoa. All right. What do we have? Apology. You can expect the apology you want to hear. Okay, because sometimes we have to forgive people without an apology, and that can be very, very hard, and it could even take years. But this is saying that you can expect to hear that apology. So somebody might be coming forward to you to tell you that they're sorry. And that takes a lot of bravery. So um, maybe if it's not triggering for you, give them the opportunity to vocalize to you um, that apology. Support, lean on your inner circle during this time. Friends are there to lean on. Okay, family's there. I'm here. If you need anything, any kind of support, find somebody. Somebody is always going to be around to help you. And if they're not, I am. Faith, this is a destined partnership. Okay, so this could have to do with work. This could have to do with your romantic partnership. This could have to do with your team at work, or even maybe, extracurricular team partnership. So this might be somebody that, is spotting you when you're doing, I don't know, lifts at the gym. This could be what they're talking about. You have to keep your eyes and your heart open to all the messages that spirit is providing for you. We don't meet people by mistake. And I'm talking about anybody. Yeah, the person who's spotting you, the stranger who's spotting you at the gym while you're working out. They could be meant to be in your life for a reason. Chemistry, this attraction you feel is mutual. So maybe you've been crushing on somebody and they don't know yet, and you're wondering if they feel the same way. That is your message from spirit that it may be. Wait, the timing is not right. Okay, so that's a direct contradiction. So for some of you, uh, there's a mutual attraction, but maybe the time isn't right for it. So there might be an attraction, but what if they're with somebody? Maybe they're dating somebody. They might absolutely be into you, but sometimes it's just not the right time. So wait for that timing, or don't wait. Do whatever you want. Um, but maybe keep them in the back burner. I don't actually suggest anybody waiting for anybody. Do what you're gonna do, and if spirit wants it to happen, then it'll happen on its own. All right, do we have anything else? Okay, we have balance. One person is giving too much for this in this relationship. So maybe one of you needs to step it up. Maybe somebody is doing all the cooking and cleaning while the other one is not. I mean, it's very commonplace that both um, partners work in a household now. So if that's the case, then it should be shared. It should be a shared thing. Sometimes it's not, though. Sometimes it's just not the way it is. I know a lot of partners that have that issue, and although they've asked more than once, it never happens, unfortunately. So it can lead to resentment. So if you're one of those people who is being asked to step it up, it's not something that we enjoy coming to anybody about, but it is something that is straining for the relationship. So maybe you should take that with a grain of salt and actually listen to your partner. But I am going to end this here. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you guys talking to me and interacting. It means so much. I'm going to be back live again on Thursday, and I hope to see you then. Don't forget, I'm releasing my the Zodiac signs starting tomorrow with water signs, I mean, air signs. It'll be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius tomorrow. So they'll be released at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I hope you guys enjoy it. And I hope to catch you guys on the next live. All right. Bye, guys.